Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one right here is for Peaky Blinders, Season 5, Episode number 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know the rest. Thank you.
I'm so glad you guys voted this back in rotation because it's guaranteed now that we'll finish at least Season 5 because it's already going to have less than 5 episodes, or 5 episodes or less, after this first episode. So I feel like that was very smart strategically. Great job, Patreon community.
Yeah.
Alright, a couple comments from the Season 4 finale from Sipty, who says, love this season, great ending, hope it gets voted in again to continue the journey. How long ago do you think that was?
That we watched it? 6 months ago.
Exactly,
8 months ago.
6 months.
Yeah,
Alright, and then Ricky just says, great season, hope we see more to finish off the last 2 seasons.
Okay.
Alright, let's get into Season 5 right now.
Fucking phone box way out there.
That's not a phone box, that's a TARDIS. Just kidding.
Secrets lie in the border fires
Arthur, we cannot give you the assurance you're asking for. We expect payment in full. Where's my fire report? We have never even heard of your people, so we are not afraid of your threats. And they've signed it, the Angels of Retribution.
Deep into the hole, heal your shrinking soul, but there won't be a single thing that you can do. He's a god, he's a man, he's a ghost, he's a and they're whispering his name through this disappearing.
They say they haven't even heard of us. So tell Avalana and Isaiah to introduce themselves. And Finn, you stay out of it.
Was he already in the show?
Yeah, remember? He's a crazy motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
They hired.
Yeah. He just looked different right there.
He ain't dirty.
He ain't got his hat on.
They ain't never heard of him. Yeah, I'm going to introduce myself.
But then, you don't get involved in that. You ain't really made for this life.
His shadow is cast wherever he stands. Stacks of green paper in his red right hand.
And you've got a precious young life, Ben, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, he
3 inches
specifically
from
told you, dumbass, don't go in there. This
You've got
motherfucker.
nothing to prove.
Right, I got a reputation of it. What reputation, bro?
To prove.
You a blinder, man. You good.
She looks old, too.
Have you been up today? Get it done, Tony.
All right, come on. Let's go.
There's a horse in fucking pulled in there.
Where's John?
He's in the wagon. He won't come out. He heard Johnny talking Rocker. He understands more gypsy than we think. He heard him say, you shot the horse. I told him it was mercy. I said, it's what you do when a horse gets sick. He doesn't understand.
why did you shoot him?
Dang, are they like
Ollie?
together now?
Get out here now. Let's get it done. Charles, come here. Sit down.
Full suit and everything, baby.
So dang cute.
Listen to me. Your horse was sick, he was in pain. The vet couldn't do anything, even Curly couldn't do anything but put him to sleep. It's what you do.
No, it's what you do. Shoot horses, shoot people. Everybody says.
Shoot people.
You gotta admire every single gangster thing. Always try to paint the gangster as such a family person. See, he don't want nothing but just his family. But you out here just killing other people's families like it ain't nothing. He just rode all the way back there, so he gonna have to wait a while before he get the bad news.
About the New York stuff?
They lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Dangerous, my beautiful horse. Too wild to race. Wouldn't take the reins of the whip. Should have been a war horse. Got tired of the pasture. Couldn't see the peace and the quiet, gave up on life. And is now free. In the blink.
Why are you out here though?
Crying.
That shit is crazy.
Huh?
It's fucking crazy how it just fell down like that.
Well, they ain't never felt no shit like that.
I'm sorry. We didn't know you were boys from Morocco. Feeling it, John?
No, he don't. Okay, there go the damn. Tommy! There go the damn text message.
Go up the house.
Right.
The office. But if I tell you, you won't believe it. So I'll show you. Huh?
And that's billions with a B in 1929.
Right. And this is why people were jumping out of
So
it.
Marco on Friday this is gonna happen. Yeah. Fucking Michael.
Said he was advised by the broker that the prices would rebound. Everybody was told the same thing.
Yeah, I'd say one shot of fucking.
He held on.
How much we talking? All of them.
Michael held on.
So we ain't got no money.
Michael's fucked.
Michael.
Michael held on.
Yeah.
Michael held on. And carried on dancing. And playing. And fucking in the snow.
Charlie! Charlie, come out here now!
He never fucking listens.
Never listens, Lizzie. What do I have to do to make people fucking listen to me?
What do we do now?
So he told him Friday before this shit happened that it was gonna
Oh my
happen.
God.
But Michael didn't listen and he held on to their positions.
Oh, Tommy told Michael?
Yeah.
Hey, I think
Yeah.
You go with Arthur. It's about
He held
That's why he's snapping the fuck off right now.
Ah, okay.
I've got a full meeting for the board of directors tomorrow afternoon. A full fucking meeting.
What about today, eh? What's wrong with today, Tom?
I need to do some thinking.
Oh, you do that best on your own, did you, lad?
I won't be on my own. Never on my own. Lizzie, you have the driver come back tomorrow. And Arthur, tell my boy that sometimes death is a kindness.
Death is a kindness. So what just happened? Ooh, Michael. And you know, he over there. If they had a camera, see him just wild over there, being in New York all partying, passed out. I ain't tending, man, you can't trust motherfuckers when you give them too much power, man. They lose sight of what is important. My philosophy is get your shit done the right way and then go party. You know what I mean? Just make sure your shit done.
What am I, a genie? You summon me up with a little bottle of dope.
I'll take it for the pain. To keep warm.
Is that what it's for? The warmth?
He loved him some Grace, man.
All this time.
I know. Our love still remains. But you have to listen to the voices that you hear.
I can't believe they just killed her.
Do what they tell you to do.
So much to do.
How she died?
Right.
Oh, they got shot at that wedding?
The kids.
So season 5 is gonna be what? Now they broke as hell, they gotta start from the beginning again and go back to thugging?
I need to sleep. Just think, Tom.
Man, I wonder how he know, or how he guessed that it was gonna go down on Monday. I mean, I'm sure there were some people that kind of like, this shit is a bubble.
Just like
It's
people
being
were saying,
crazy.
go away.
Yeah.
Oh,
He all the way over here in fucking England.
there you are, eh?
You're the chairman, Arthur, so start acting like one.
German am I? No,
She over there sniffing.
I'm the fucking doorman. Linda. Hmm? You ain't coming in here tonight, love, dressed like that. Tommy made me the chairman so that it'd stay clean. Good and arranged.
It's an opportunity.
I know who I am, Linda. I know who I am, and I'm all right with it. Finally. I can live with it.
Is he back to his old ways, babe?
I need you to be all right with it. I need you to be all right with it. What is it, Si? And what do you want? Hmm? Would you want the German? Do you? Hmm? With his fancy briefcase? And his gold fountain pen 9? Hmm? What do you want? German or Dorman?
You think we can fuck? And it'll be okay, and I'll be quiet what I want. Every week your brother's down in London making out he's fucking Robin Hood, champion of the people, while you're up here running the racket for him. And according to arrangement, if anything should happen, it'd be you who takes the blame, does the time, or swings for it. want you to take the opportunity that God in the New York Stock Exchange has presented to you. Mr. Shelby, the meeting will be starting soon.
Yeah, all right. Be right there.
What you mean? That thing that's presented? Well, everybody broke? The board.
Fucking Polly.
Your son. Yeah, it's about your son. If he was anybody else, he'd be shot in the fucking head right now. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Now. Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Let's begin.
We ain't got no money.
Yesterday, as you all know,
Period.
there was a fucking terrible... There was a terrible disaster. It wasn't just for us. It was for the whole world. It happened in New York. It's where it happened. And it slowly spread to London. And then to, fucking Hong Kong.
This we already
Whole
know.
thing went up. Well, actually the whole thing went fucking down,
Up in flames.
Who's this
but
guy?
we wasn't the only ones
might be the
hurt
accountant.
by this.
That's who Michael's supposed to be, isn't he?
Whole
Well,
world.
the Michael was running the other company. And,
Oh. In the papers, it's all over. Knows everyone's talking about.
oh my
Arthur.
God. Arthur.
Shouldn't we just wait for Thomas?
Polly, Arthur's now the chairman of the board.
Yeah, we get it. But he's not
Mr.
even.
Chairman,
The
perhaps
meeting has been.
while we wait for Thomas, I might lighten the gloom and express, as a relatively new member of this company, what a pleasure it is to be in a boardroom that has so many females in it, and all the females who are both sharp-witted and decorative.
Yeah, well, we're a very modern company, Mr. Graham.
Indeed.
Although there are still some amongst us who cling to their old-fashioned values.
Like your dumb ass to come out and speak that dumb shit.
What have we got?
I just told him that there was a
Ladies.
Something
crash
happened yesterday, yeah.
and it was bad. So we're ready to go.
All caught up.
Yeah? What documents?
I was just explaining to everyone, Tom, that, we're fucked. Ain't that right?
Yes and no. It is true that a large proportion of the company's funds were invested in American stocks and shares.
Invested or hidden?
All investments are approved by the board, Linda.
Only the ones that went through the books, Thomas.
Linda, after this meeting, and there will be another meeting for just family.
Did we vote on this?
Arthur,
Arthur, can't you control your mind? We are a very modern company, Mr. Green.
to be precise, everything we
I've been
channeled
painting my ass since last
through
week.
the New York Stock Exchange is now
Yes, we
offering a
need.
return of 10 cents to the dollar. And the Nolan Bank of America, where we invested our fluidity, is offering 5 cents to the dollar on all deposits. Yeah. There is hope.
Why? What have you got in there? A magic wand?
As non-executive director of the company, I need permission from the chairman to present my strategy to the board.
Permission granted, Tom.
She's like a lot. You gonna pause real quick?
Mr. Speaker, my right honourable friend, Member for Epping, asks that following the crash, trade union members be more flexible when carrying out their duties. What he's really asking is that the working man carry the can Grand Casino in Monte Carlo is a small and timid affair when compared to the wild games of chance being played in London and New York by gamblers. In silk gloves and beaver hats, and when they lose their bets, turn around and ask the shoe shine to pay for it. Well, the offer of shoe shines and the can carriers in South Birmingham and all across Great Britain, I would suggest
bad guy.
those who so recklessly lost their fortunes in the capitalist lottery learn to shine their own shoes, carry their own can, pay their own bills.
Look at him in here with like some authority and power, babe. And looking out for the regular,
Mr. Shelby.
regular Joe, babe.
I just wanted to say how much I enjoyed your speech. You speak very eloquently.
Thank you.
What are you?
My name's Mosley, by the way.
I swallowed Mosley. So rich.
He is so, like a douche,
say.
babe.
I swallowed Mosley.
Come. Ah. I have bad news, Mr.
Shelby.
We agreed 50,000 on completion of business. My wife and I have had a misfortune on the London Exchange. There's 20 there. You'll have to wait for the rest.
You think that's how we do? Let's see what you got up in here.
Cavalry, eh? Yeah. Spent a long time waiting for the cavalry, mate. One time, me and my comrades waited 3 days. The cavalry finally came, an officer on the back of a fine white horse. Joked that he'd been denied playing a game of whist. So, I took out my Webley revolver and I shot him in the head, stole his horse, reported him for cowardice, all for a game of chance. After my people completed their task in Chinatown, they collected all the photographs, letters and checks that were causing you concern. I now have them in a safe place. On Monday, you will give me the full
Right.
£50,000 in cash, but I will steal your white horse from under you.
The fuck did a man like you get into a position of trust in a place of power and privilege?
That's just saying the simple words out loud.
Don't like me. What's up with me? I've seen the photographs. Monday.
Was he messing with little
You
kids?
messing with kids, bro? Oh.
Sorry I'm late, Ed.
Oh.
I had briefings from the Home
Nasty
Office.
mother effer.
Hell yeah.
Police are concerned about the
Yeah,
effect
that's how
of
you
crash
use power,
in industrial
though.
areas. Everything all right?
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, fine. We lost money in New York, so I've been up there.
Your brother been busy?
Secret invasion.
He's had 2 meetings with Mr. Sharpology Sakratnava, former communist MP of Pakistan.
Oh my goodness.
He's
That's
been
what it
approached
is.
by
I
now.
can't
He's
see him
in
yet.
Warsaw. He's setting up a meeting. And there's talk of a mass walkout of bus drivers, Nottingham and Derby, organised by 2 communist conveners not formally known to Special Branch. He's also had a telephone conversation with Jesse Eden, who is organising a committee to resist wage cuts across the city. But he'll report more when he sees her. It's all in there though, names and everything.
I heard he had the Labour benches roaring approval in the House today.
Only he meant it, he'd be dangerous.
Didn't know you drank stout, eh? Thought it was gin.
Times are hard.
Exactly how much did you lose?
Don't worry about it. Tommy has a plan. He thinks that we can turn the collapse of the stock exchange to our advantage. He says, when others retreat, you advance.
I mean, that's
He says
the
we
rule.
can wave cash in the faces of desperate men.
Yeah, that is a rule.
Tell your brother from me he's doing excellent work. I'm told 2 more military contracts for vehicles and parts for the army, and then you're on their way to.
He's the military man. Did they bang?
I don't know. I can't tell.
She act like she want to tell him.
But they didn't feel like they had any chemistry.
It's been 2 years.
Go. Mr. Shelby,
Well, she
this
wasn't
arrived from New
pregnant for 2
York.
years.
It's from
That's what I'm
Winston
saying. It's been
Churchill.
2 years, so they probably, had a
He says
on
he was in
and
New
off
York.
flinging.
I'm just saying
with
they
Charlie
don't seem like they have any
Chaplin
chemistry
Yeah,
right now.
Didn't mention Johnny.
So it was in New York, and he doesn't mention the crash.
No. Even though in the bar last night, Mr. Churchill's private secretary reckoned he lost £75,000 in 2 hours. And you? Were you affected, Mr. Shelby?
I'm going to my apartment. Adam, you lock up.
Sorry, Mr. Shelby, you have one more appointment. You said it yourself, it's in the diary from last week. A journalist from the Times. He used to be with the Birmingham Mail. He sent you some questions. You said you wanted to meet him. He's outside.
Yes.
You said it yourself. So I ain't fuck with it. I ain't even touch it. I left it just like it was.
Mr. Shelby, Mr. Levitt from the London Times.
Have a seat. Adam, you go on. I'll lock up.
It's the limit.
Mr. Shelby, you remember me?
No.
Once in Small Heath, you were burning photographs of the king.
London Times, you've done well.
As you said, to put it mildly. I sent you a list of questions.
Yeah, I misplaced them.
Don't worry, I got him here.
Got it complete.
Yes. All I remember is that your questions interested me.
Oh, good. Sorry, this. There we are. Yes. So, Mr. Shelby, traditionally in this country, print journalists take no interest in the private lives of politicians.
Private lives?
But in these modern times, especially in America, journalists are beginning to, well, that is to say, yes, readers are beginning to say, want to know more about the men who represent them.
Of course, in these modern times.
Whereas before, it would have been seen as ungentlemanly to ask a public figure questions about personal matters or business affairs.
Oh, well, no need to worry. I'm no gentleman.
Am I pissing you off?
Mr. Shelby, as I said in my letter, 10 years ago I was a journalist on the Birmingham Evening Mail. And of course, working in that city, it was impossible not to know your name. And your reputation. So when I saw that you had been elected as a socialist...
You reflected on the fact that working people can indeed change their lives for the better. Channel their abilities in new directions, discover better methods, aim for happier outcomes, even win awards for industry. You can write this down, Mr. Levitt.
The question I have for you, Mr. Shelby, is this. Was your conversion from bookmaker to socialist politician a gradual thing or a road to Damascus experience?
Yeah. Now I hear that question.
Tommy knows.
He's also seen that the world's big and round, and he says, so what?
Tommy is right, you know, Ada. We are flying above the rules now.
We're bold people, aren't we, Polly?
That's the beauty.
So you go right ahead and have that black baby. We're above the rules, man.
Oh, Phil. Still talking to me? Where's everyone?
Your wife is upstairs with Ruby.
You know, Francis, if there were to be a snap election in this house today, wouldn't win it. Even if I were running against the devil himself.
I gathered.
Where's Charles?
Charles is in the stable.
Thank you.
We'll deal with his ass.
Did Arthur explain?
He said it God's will. But you're not God.
Charles was pissed that he killed his horse.
No, I'm not God. Not yet.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Yeah, literally, in the situation we in right now, I had no choice but to do that. Because you stirring up shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing right now, and it would just fuck things up.
Also, he's on, like, I'm going to say this for the review.
Alright, we back. Season 5, episode number 1, Peaky Blinders, let's go. Look here, it's going to be real tough to do what season 4 did. I'm going to just go and give you that right now. And if you ain't seen those reactions, you need to check that shit out right now. Season 4 is lit. But this season right here, it's starting off really good. No slow pacing. They got right into the shit from the beginning. Action packed. They got the setup already going. We back in the world real quick, and I like it. I mean, I've been loving it thus far. Now we got the added effect that we're in 1929 with the crash in the U.S. that's going down. Ripple effects coming across the pond with this going on. They lose, Shelby Company losing hella money. What we gonna do? We're gonna have to crawl our way back to the top. Tommy is in the goddamn House of Commons, just being an old politician and shit. It is good. This is gonna be best of both worlds right here for sure. Who's gonna come in here and just F it all up? We've probably already seen the debut of the bad guy that's in the House of Commons too. He's probably gonna he's probably a bad politician who's gonna want some more evil things done on there. The reporter coming through at the end, asking the questions, bringing up Major Campbell from season 1 and 2. I mean, I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this at all. Even me threatening him as I'm Tommy, even me threatening the journalist. But like, I know about you, I already did a thing. I don't think that was enough. You just gotta shut people up forever sometimes. Because you don't want the delicate fabrics of what needs to continue to happen with this guy just running around. So I get he had to do what he had to do on there. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough battle with no money. But Michael's going to have to answer for this for sure. Man, I don't know what to tell you. And then, yeah, I guess they just added an Ada storyline up in here just so she can have another baby who's mixed. And that's just going to cause some more drama on there. I mean, I don't know if that was needed on there, but, you know, I guess we'll see how that go. But I'm loving getting back again with the family to see how this is going to unfold for season 5. Can't wait. Started off as a good show.
Yeah, I so appreciate you guys voting this one back into rotation. I'm glad it's not, I mean, it was 6 months ago when we finished season 4, but, you know, if we were watching this in regular time, we would have had longer than that to wait to the next season anyway. So it's not that large of a jump to where we don't remember what happened, and I feel like this is a good continuation mark. And again, like I said earlier at the beginning of the episode, it's great to know that we're going to get all the way through this season without having to worry about it staying in rotation, because PEAKY does it so well with the 6-episode series, which more shows should do. But as far as this episode goes, I thought it was the cinematography specifically, just visually, moved me. It was such high quality. It looked so great. They did so many creative things with, you know, the slow motion and just the visual effects. Just super elevated, which the show always does, but I feel like it even leveled up this series with this opening episode for sure. Also, I think I appreciate the writing so much of moving it up in the timeline and having the real world, you know, market crash of Wall Street play a part in what Peaky Blinders is going to be. For 2 reasons. One, I always like when you instill real life things that happen from a historical standpoint, and especially now that we get to experience it from London, which is not the story that we typically hear, and the stories we hear is always US based. So honestly, I don't even know the impact that it had beyond the US, but that makes sense. If you're investing in US stock, you're going to be impacted as well too. So I just think that's fascinating, and I appreciate a different perspective that I haven't been made aware of. And secondly, I love that it then forces, naturally and organically though, that the conventional side of the business that Tommy's been building is now suffering and has this huge loss, which requires them to lean into like the organized and up business, so to speak, that the Peaky Blinders started with, which I think is fucking fantastic. The other thing I like is because Tommy knew going into that week that this was a possibility and Michael didn't listen to him. I feel like this is going to set Tommy off, which we've already clearly seen this episode, on like, I don't give any more fucks. If y'all don't fucking listen to me or respect me, I'm going to fuck you up, which is what I feel like happened at the end with the reporter. I feel like he is so pissed, like livid pissed. He's getting no respect from his wife. His kids not respecting him. Michael didn't listen to what the fuck he had to say.
Nobody listened.
Like, he's losing it. And I think it's such a great setup for where this season can go, because, you know, Tommy's always he's trying to move past the gangster side, right? And, like, he wanted to be, that's why he's removed himself, that's why he made Arthur the chair and things like that too. But like, this is gonna pull him back to his old self, you know? Like, it's gonna make him be his old self. And Arthur too feels like Arthur's no longer trying to be who he's not either. So I don't know, it just has me super freaking hyped that this is about to be a litty season as far as drama goes, and I'm here for all of it. So I thought this was a fantastic way to open up a new series, which feels fresh and like, I don't know where it's gonna go. And to your point, I loved series 4 so much. It's my favorite series so far from the show itself. And I, going into this season 2, series 2, was a little, you know, anxious because like that's a hard one to beat. But I feel like they're taking the right measures and the right steps to bring it this series too. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Can't wait to see the next episode.
Yep. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Peaky Blinders, Season 5, Episode number 1. And until next time, peace.